Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. What's it like getting ready for Miss Utah? We'll talk to Miss Spanish Fort 2018 about the journey.
I'm Angie Murphy. In case you've forgotten, Father's Day is coming up, and we'll talk about how to make the day more meaningful.
And I'm Stacy Beck. Now that school is out, what is there to do? We'll share lots of ideas.
All this and more coming right up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter, and welcome, Angie. It's lovely to have you back
Thanks,
in the
ladies.
seat.
I love being here. I really
love
do.
having you.
What
So
have you
thank
been up to?
Just let's see, being a grandmother, which I
Yes.
totally love. What else have we been doing? We went on a trip to Palm Springs to see, I had no idea, like the big tennis open that's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they told me that we were going to Indian Wells. I kept telling people that we were going to Wells Fargo.
Well, you may have gone there too.
They're like, that's a bank. That's not where we're going. I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyway, we got to see some of the best. And it was
tennis?
super fun. Yeah, like
Do you
Venus
follow-
Williams. Like, I was not a tennis person, but all of my husband's family members are.
okay.
And so
Oh.
they chose to do a couples trip there. And I said, sure, I'll go to Palm Springs. So,
I've never been there.
yeah, it was super fun. And it wasn't too hot that time of year because we went like March-ish.
Okay.
Just enough for a light jacket,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yeah.
super fun. Yeah, I got really into it. Got autographs on a little tennis ball,
how
and
fun.
yeah, so that was kind of fun. And then my cute sister took me and my sisters to Disneyland just for the fun of it.
No way.
You lucky
Yeah, we
dog.
did, and we did like 3 days at Disney and just ate everything that there was there, and it was so much fun. So yeah, total girls getaway. It was the best.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yep.
I would love to do that. Just adults, just
Yes.
Disney, and just eating your
Like
way
one day
through.
we didn't
Yep.
even go on a ride until 1 o'clock. We just like ate breakfast, then looked around, and then ate another one, and danced and sang when the parades came by.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
fun. You
for
guys, it was
you.
really fun.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Wow. Well, speaking
Good.
of trips,
Yes,
you just
Stace.
made a long haul
Yeah.
across the country. Tell us about that.
We were moving my daughter and her husband to Savannah, Georgia. And so we packed up the rental truck and took their car with a 6-month-old baby.
Oh, my word.
And headed out. And over 4 days, we were in 8 states, which was fun because 4 of the states I had never been in.
Okay, so
that-
where'd you stop? along the way?
So we stayed in Denver and then drove through Kansas, which was a very, very long day. Not that it was ugly, it's just so flat and just the same for 8 hours. I was just like, are we about there?
It's like Wyoming.
Right.
But a
On the
little
bottom.
prettier.
Yeah.
Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful. And
That
such-
sounds fun. And you never go
Southern.
through those states normally.
No. I've been to Savannah, so I was super excited for the end destination
Right.
to be there. But it's just so beautiful with rolling hills and trees and lakes and houses on the lakes with docks and boats. I'm like, it's so charming. I want to
Yeah.
come back.
I saw a
Like the
couple
movies.
of your Instagram posts. So you did see the arch.
Yes.
So that-
Nashville.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
that
have
was-
you guys been
No,
to
no,
Nashville?
I
Not
never
for a
have.
very long time. So
Okay.
that
So
had
we
to be
didn't
very
even
cool.
get. We went into the hotel like around 6, and then my son-in-law said, "Here's a list of places." So we chose to eat at Jason Aldean's
Yes,
restaurant.
so cool.
So you pull up, you park the car, open the door, and you can just hear all that music coming right in. I was like, I was just like, "Great, let's get to Broadway." We went to Broadway and just bands and windows open and pubs and dancing and
Oh, how fun.
oh my gosh, the energy was so much fun. So we were only there for a
amazing.
couple of hours, but whoever's
gotta
been
do
there,
it.
yeah, I would totally do
Go
a
back.
weekend or a couple days in Nashville. So
Awesome.
it was a fun getaway, but the end,
Was
leaving a
sad.
little 6-month-old grandbaby and your daughter and son for 3 years.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
That was
And the baby did
teary.
okay.
Thank you.
My gosh, that boy is a trooper.
Oh, good.
I can't imagine traveling with any other kid.
And
at
for
6
4
months.
days in a row. Like, let
Yes.
alone an 8-hour, like, go to California, Disneyland, but then to do it day
Yeah, to
after
pack
day
him up
after
the next
day.
morning.
Like, here we go,
Oh,
buddy.
gosh, especially in a car seat, right? Well,
do
no
it.
matter what I do, I can't seem to get away from the rain. So I had a bit of travel too. It was for work travel, but I hit Boston, rain. Then I had to go to Florida, and I did get some sunshine.
Okay,
I
good.
did get some sunshine in Florida, but still, and then back to the rain again. But
This is depressing.
It is.
It is
We're
depressing.
Seattle, guys. And I thought I
was
wanted to
supposed
live there. I don't know.
was supposed to be in Seattle
You were-
this week and managed to dodge that bullet.
You're like, no, I'm
but-
living not here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So wearing a little bit of sunshine tonight instead. So maybe that will
Oh,
help
so
things out.
cute.
So this is from Real Deals. This is our local sponsor this month. So I was supposed to be wearing the cute shorts that match this shirt, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I will make sure to do that next time.
Well-
but you didn't want to see my white legs.
Well, Real Deals is so full of great home decor. I bought my mother-in-law her Mother's Day gift at Real Deals. Great gift ideas.
They have darling stuff. I mean, we started
all
at
the
Christmas time with their mittens that they had there.
Yes.
And now I just keep going back. Then I bought a turtleneck the next week for another friend. And I don't know, just every time you go in there,
it's fun
tons of
stuff.
stuff.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Chrissy
Great
was our co-host last time.
That's right. I saw that on Facebook
Yes,
Live.
amazing clothes and home decor, and just always a fun surprise in there.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
need a quick gift or something new to wear, pop in and visit Real Deals.
Yeah.
But
Are you ready for summer? You're going to have your two little ones.
oh my gosh, bring on summer!
Oh, really? I thought you were going to
Yes.
say no.
Yes, no, this mama is so ready. Well, I think it's both, right? So
yeah.
there's always like, yes and no. Like it's a really good
Yes.
combination. But right now, yeah,
I'm done with homework. Like every
Yeah.
day was a countdown, looking on SIS. Okay, are we passing? Did they post any new assignments? I'm done.
That's
Yeah.
exhausting. I
It
think that's
is.
the best thing when your baby
Yes.
finally graduates is you
Yeah.
never have to get on the SIS again.
yeah.
I'm tired of that. And thank goodness for my son's teacher. I love you all. Thank you for passing him.
I think it's bittersweet because I think that it's just the schedule and everything and waking up and doing the whole routine. So I think we're just kind of ready for a break.
Yeah.
But heaven knows that when it's ready for fall again, we'll be ready to
Yep.
go back.
Yep.
So,
You're ready
Ready
for
to
that.
send them on their way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a busy month. I can't wait to have Morgan, Miss
Oh,
Spanish for
yes.
2018,
Yep,
come and talk
yep,
to us
yes.
about June. That's going to be fun.
Yes, that's cool.
And are you traveling more in June?
Yes, we
You
are. We're
do
going
Lake
to
Powell?
Lake Powell. Yep.
And Laguna Beach?
Yep. Well, this year's not Laguna Beach,
Okay.
Lake Powell, and then I got to go to girls' camp, which is exciting. And then we decide to take a quick trip to Disneyland with the grandbabies. Just
Oh.
a 4-day little trip, so
Wow.
it'll be fun.
And your
Sounds
kids?
like you better
Yep.
get a
Okay.
pass.
Kids and grandkids. Oh yeah. I should, right?
Definitely going to be different, right?
Yeah, it
Going to
will
have
be.
to slow down your pace a
Slow
little
down,
bit. Yeah. Okay. We'll
That's
have to have you
fun.
back to hear about that
Okay,
too.
perfect.
All right. Okay. Coming up next on Studio Chatter, on the road to Miss Utah, what's involved for a candidate? Stay with us to find out. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. We have been really blessed in the activities of our last Miss Spanish Fork, and now she's in the final days of preparing for Miss Utah. Let's welcome Morgan Olson to the table.
Morgan.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I know. I'm so happy to be back. When Natasha asked me, I was like, yeah.
Well, of course, and you can't say no anyway.
But
No,
that
we
is
just
a fact.
we just talked about that. You're
that
in.
is a fact.
No, ma'am.
Are you ready?
One of my little girls, one of my dancers, asked me if I was excited or ready for Miss Utah, and I just kind of looked at her and like nervous giggled, and she was like, "You're nerve-sighted." I'm like, "What does nerve-sighted mean, Taylor?" And she goes, "Well, it's from My Little Pony, and Twilight Sparkle says it, and it means nervous and excited." So the word I've been
Nerve-sighted.
using is
We need to watch more
I
nerve-sighted.
love this. Yes, I just learned of bubble guppies. That's a new little show out too.
Bubble Guppies.
You do?
I know all of your like songs.
You do? They're darling. Do
you know
my
what-
grandkids
I do,
are loving it?
yes.
I never heard of it before.
We're,
yeah,
we're
it's
a little
cute.
past bubble guppies now, but I was forced to learn bubble guppies. So I have to speak a little bit on Morgan's behalf and have to say that she is more than prepared, and she has been preparing not only in this past year, but probably your entire lifetime. She is very well spoken, she's intelligent, and she is candidate number 47.
Yes.
So tell us what you have coming in the week of Miss Utah that the public can share in, and then also the lineup for you.
Okay, so Miss Utah is a week-long event, and it starts Monday morning for me. So I check in Monday morning,
And what day?
That is June 10th.
Okay, and what
Okay.
do you wear that check-in day?
Oh, we
Is it
have
casual?
Natasha and I are very
You would be so
secretive.
fun with this.
Oh my goodness.
We are very secretive about my wardrobe.
Okay.
Because that is one of our things that we just
Good,
kind of
me
like-
too. I
can't
love
even-
that part. I
Yes.
can't even stand
But
it. Okay.
I'll tell you a fun
Okay.
little snippet when I get to the
Okay.
evening gown portion.
Okay.
But Monday night, so June 10th, that evening is Show Me Your Shoes, and that event is free to the public, and it is at the Riverwoods at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. And then Tuesday, there's no public events, but I do get to have a little pajama party with my little Mrs. and Miss Utah, and we're
Oh,
super
cute.
excited about that.
That's fun.
Yeah. And then Wednesday is the start of prelims. So
Okay.
the start of the
The real
Yes, it's the
competition.
real deal. It is the real deal. And Wednesday morning, I have my private interview with the judges. And then Wednesday evening, I do onstage question. And Thursday evening, I have my evening gown and social impact statement.
Okay, so tell me more about that. It's SIS, and I didn't know
yes,
what that meant.
SIS. So Miss America recently went through quite a few changes, meaning no swimsuit and a bunch of the vocabulary changed. So we are candidates now. We are not contestants. We are not girls. We are women. And now our platform is called the Social Impact Initiative.
Okay.
And with evening gown, now you have to make a statement about your social impact initiative. So it's called the Social Impact Statement.
So you come out in your evening gown, then are they playing it overhead or do they ask you?
So we had a media day and we filmed it.
Okay.
And so I filmed my SIS and I actually wore this dress because it's so fun.
It is a
It's
fabulous
darling.
dress, right?
Yep.
We're a little obsessed with it.
Yeah.
But the fun fact about my evening gown is, so I got scouted for modeling when I was 15 years old. And one of the designers I've worked with since I was 15, she is making my gown.
Oh.
We designed it together, she's sewing it, and it's been such a fun process to watch this dream gown of mine come to
That
pieces.
is so
Like,
exciting just for
sure.
you.
it's so exciting. And the other day, we finally put like the top piece and the bottom piece together. And Rebecca just started crying, the designer. And she's like, I've just seen you grow up. And now you're like this young lady. You used to be this baby dressing up like you're 20, and now you're nearly 20. And
love
so
that.
it was so
A piece of her given to you.
yeah, it was so fun. And then Friday night, I have my talent, which is a tumbling routine.
Oh my
And-
word.
So Natasha was telling me earlier this week that it
So
is
exhausting.
unbelievable. That it'll
It's
knock our
stunning.
socks off.
You just
I'm way
out of breath
excited
to
about
watch
it.
it.
Yeah. The first time I did it full out, I definitely like fell to the ground and I ran and I had to throw up because it's so hard.
Oh my gosh.
But now I can do it all the way through without dying, so that is success
that
to me.
is. Yes, it is. First place.
Yes.
Who choreographed it?
Diana Anderson did. So
Really?
our co-director for Miss
Okay.
Spanish Fork. Yep. It's kind of like a little bit of teamwork because I have the cheer and tumbling side and she's the dance side. And so sometimes our practices turn into like just talking for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
but
so I want to ask you a question on that. Is this filmed at all?
my talent or Miss Utah?
Or Miss Utah.
Yeah, well, any of it. Like, if
Yeah,
we
is it
don't
somewhere
go
that we
to the
can get
event-
online and watch it? Do
I
we
can
know?
have my mom film it and send it to you.
So every night after the preliminary competitions, I think they do share snippets. There's a bit of snippets that are shared on YouTube's. But if you are interested in attending preliminaries, the tickets are on sale now.
Okay.
They have made a change this year. It has, instead of being held at Capitol Theater this year, it will be held at Eckel. So I think it's
Really?
kind of outgrown the facility, and they've made the switch this year. And some of those tickets are still available.
Yeah.
So you
Okay,
can still
wow.
purchase tickets if you're interested in
awesome.
attending.
And preliminary tickets are only $30. So
Okay.
it's super fun if you want to pick a night that you would rather come. If you'd rather watch On Stage Question or Evening Gown or Talent, you can pick a night. And then finals night, they're opening up the bottom floor and then the first tier. And finals night tickets, if you're not getting season tickets, are, I believe, $50.
So what are you most excited about? What are you most nervous
Oh my
about?
gosh.
Oh, that is a loaded question.
Yep.
I think I'm most excited about just showing everybody what I've prepared. One of the things that I loved about Miss Spanish Fork was the preparation, And once pageant night came, I was totally okay with winning or not winning.
Yeah.
Because I had grown so much and I'd learned so much about myself. And I kind of feel the same way about Miss Utah. I just want to go and make myself proud, make my family proud, and make our city proud. Because
You will.
I hope
Mind
so.
frame.
Yeah, you
That's
will,
what it's all about.
definitely.
Doing your best, and your best is always good enough.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my kids.
And
Yeah.
then most nervous about not getting any sleep.
I don't think
That's
you're
a
gonna
good
get
one.
any sleep.
I can only
You may as
imagine,
well
and then the
just spend on
nerves all
that.
night, like thinking
Yeah,
and
yeah.
being with the girls and everyone else.
I know,
that are
but all the
there.
girls are so sweet. Our Miss Utah this year has had an awesome idea of doing Miss Utah Serves projects for each month. And so I've gotten to know a lot of them, and they are seriously the kindest, most intelligent, and most successful young women I know. I am so happy to be able to call a lot of them my friends.
And how many, like, you share a room, I'm assuming? Is
With
it-
one.
Okay, I'm like, they're not putting 4 girls
Oh, no.
in a room.
So
There is
mean.
no room.
No, so my roommate is Whitney Gunnell, Miss Legacy, and I actually know her through various events, and so we're both very excited. She's a sweetheart.
Morgan.
Well, we're excited for
Wow.
you. I want to be to everything.
Well, I think throughout your entire year of service in this past year, and I think even going into Miss Utah, the entire experience is what you
Make of it.
Yeah.
And you've really made your experience the best, and she's continued to just grow and grow and grow and watch that. So I'm thrilled, just as a director, to go and continue to see what happens in this experience, and no matter what happens. I mean, you're just an amazing young lady, and we just adore you and love you. And
Thank
it's
you.
gonna-
I
it's going to
adore
be
all of
great.
I
you.
think about you too. You at the end of this, you're gonna be like, I gave it 100%,
Yes.
110, and you're not gonna have regrets.
Yeah. I
hope
And I
so.
think when we
Definitely not.
are at the end of any finish line, we can just be like, I really did my best. If you're not looking back, like, I wish I would have practiced more. Maybe
Yeah.
I could have placed. Maybe I could have won if I actually would have worked for it. Like, you're gonna be like,
And you
I
did. You
worked
worked for
so
it.
hard.
And I think that's one thing that matters the most is you should care about how much you've grown and how
Yes.
much you've learned from an experience instead of the outcome of the experience in and of itself.
I
love
totally
that.
Very well
Yeah,
said. But
that-
you're going
yep,
to do
that's
amazing.
wise.
no
You're going
matter what.
places,
So,
darling.
Absolutely.
Good luck, and we love you.
We'll be there
Yeah.
cheering
Yeah.
for
Love you all
you.
more.
Can't wait.
Come see us again, for sure. What's there to do now that school is out? We'll talk about that next. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. There is no way anyone in Spanish Fork can say what is there to do. Welcome Mark Resch from the Parks and Recreation Department. He's got the answers. Well,
Hi, Mark.
what is there to do?
On this.
What isn't there to do?
Okay, well that's a better way to say it, right?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of stuff to do in Spanish Fork that's not necessarily Parks and Recreation affiliated.
Okay.
As far as coming in, paying for a program, and going on and doing something. But let's start with some of the things that are pretty easy to get to and pretty readily available. The pool is, well, it was supposed to be open last weekend, but you know how this
Oh,
May
my
has
word.
gone.
We're not
Yes.
living in our state right now.
No, we're not. It feels like we're living in the
Seattle,
east or in
yeah.
the northwest. It's
Yeah.
been pretty crazy, but when we can and it's safe, the pool is open.
Okay.
The pool will be open on the weekends. School
And it's
ends.
fun down there.
Yeah, the pool is
love it
great.
down
The
there.
pool is awesome.
Everybody loves Spanish Fork Pool, and you hear
It's just a good
everybody
getaway,
from
just
surrounding
easy.
areas even talk about Spanish Fork Pool.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's
they-
a fantastic place.
It is, and they've done a really good job. Bronco and Brad over there have really put a lot of effort into making things better.
Yeah, what
not
are
that
some
they
of
weren't
the
bad in the
changes
first place.
the past year or two with the pool?
You know, we got a new sound system, which makes everybody happy. The sound is great there. They play fun music.
They do.
It's kind of old school because Brad's old.
I like it though. Brings us back.
It
You
does.
guys,
I
it's
mean,
good.
he plays a lot of
That
Beach
makes
Boys,
us
and it's a
old.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
They've done some advertising. Broncos and Brad have done a lot of stuff to bring in, to try and revamp or make it possible for more people to get lessons. So the pool is a great thing to do this summer.
Do you know if lessons are full?
I don't. I
Okay.
think I think there's still some spots available.
Okay,
but they
so
do fill up fast.
Hop online.
Yeah, online or come into the office
Okay,
and they can
awesome.
answer your question. We have great people there to do it.
Okay.
The concessions at the pool are really good.
Yes.
Their churros are
And
great.
affordable.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
and they have Pepsi there. So
Ew.
right there is
we need
those
Diet
things mean-
Coke.
Well, let me tell you, if you want
Okay.
a Diet Coke and a good hamburger and some fries, come to the ballparks because our concessions are the best. And
They
people
are
talk
good there too.
They do. They talk about our fries everywhere we go. People
Really?
love our fries and our burgers. Yeah, Janice does a great job down there. And come down and have a burger. I mean,
Okay.
the price is comparable to Glades or Barry's or anywhere else you
Yeah.
want to go. And to be quite honest, I think our hamburgers are better.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had kids on on a ball team for a long time, so I have not had.
I know,
a
it's
good
been a few years.
ballpark burger.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should go
Maybe you
down.
could just
Yeah.
drive down there for a burger.
The crazy old
me
ladies
too.
walking through the ballpark
Come on
with
down.
our readers.
With our readers on, having a hamburger.
Yeah, yell at a couple umpires while you're walking through.
we
Make
could
them
do
feel
that.
better, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Stacy's here. We're good. So the concession stands, come on down and try some of those out.
Okay.
They're really good food down there. Chicken, corn dogs, whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Really good hot dogs.
Well, one thing we were really excited about last year in particular was pickleball.
Okay, pickleball is
It's a phenomenon now,
it is.
guys. It is.
It's huge.
Yep.
The courts are always busy.
And do you have to reserve them, or what's the
You know, you don't
process?
have to reserve them. We're in the process of putting up some rules, but come on down. If the courts are full, you got a racket, put your racket up against the fence. That lets the people on there know that there's people waiting and then they need to get off
Okay.
and take a turn.
Is that an official rule, or just
No.
I would not
Spanish
know
word made
that.
up
We don't have the, no, actually, that's a rule everywhere.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of a waiting rule. You put your racket against the fence and people know you're ready to go.
Excellent.
So it's something that our residents need to learn since the
Yes.
pickleball courts
Yes.
are fairly new. We are working on signs and getting those signs up. So, but pickleball's here and it's here to stay. We just finished a league, a Monday night league for beginner and intermediate. I played. I took my son down there. He played. He loves it. Absolutely loves it.
My
And it was so
neighbors
much
were in
fun.
that, too.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that we knew that was.
Well,
down-
what's
were
crazy,
down there.
Mark, is do you remember when Bronco brought this to the council and we agreed upon 8, kind of at the last minute? Okay, let's do 16.
and they're probably full.
And they're full.
They're full all the time.
The time.
You know, and it was really smart on the city council and the city's part to go with those 16, the extra 8. Price wise, I mean, we can, if you want to know about that, we can talk outside of
sure.
this and not get into it here. But price wise, it saved a ton of money
Yeah.
over having to build them at a later date. A lot of money, yeah.
Good.
They really did a good job. We have a good city council and
Oh,
city
stop.
we do.
Stop.
They're the best.
they're really good, but they're really all about backing up the Parks and Rec department. They
We need
really
it
listen
here.
to us. Yeah,
We were
do.
just talking about that we need a new Parks and Recs place. We need a place for our kids to go because those older kids are what we're struggling with. I have a teenager, and there's not a lot to do.
There's not.
So we really need to put our focus on that and give our council
We do.
the thumbs up
Yep.
to spend a little bit of money for
We
our
do, and
children.
I think things are in the works. I
Good.
can't, I don't know what Dale and City and everybody has planned, but they've got plans. They've got good plans. There's a lot of things coming. There's a
Good.
lot of good things. Let's talk about the reservoir for a second.
Okay.
You mentioned that. That's a
Okay.
Parks and Rec thing.
Yep.
City. I guess it's a city thing. They just redid the reservoir. They dredged it. They put in some new sand. They added a few things.
Softer sand.
Softer sand.
Good.
But if you've been up there and seen the water, it's blue. It is beautiful and it's ready to roll. So if you're looking for something to do, there's a beach up there. If you're going there to swim, I wouldn't recommend going outside of the beach. Because the walls are fairly steep and it can get a little slippery. They've done a lot to make it safer, but really stay on the sand if you're going to go up there and swim. If you like to fish, go fish. Talk about fishing. We've got Huck Finn Day coming up. Have you guys ever done that?
No,
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 but I've
not.
heard about it.
Okay,
yeah.
Huck Finn Day is crazy. We got a lot of kids who come out, and what we do is they just fish. It's kind of a free fishing day. We load up the Canyon View Park with fish. Bronco has a great program. He goes and buys prizes. They go biggest fish, smallest fish. They do a lot of stuff to make it fun for the kids.
And is that just a Saturday in June?
It's just a Saturday in June.
Okay.
I believe it's the 8th.
Is it age limit or?
There is an age limit. They'll
Okay.
have to get online and check it out.
Okay,
But bring your
perfect.
kids out. It's a free fishing day, and it's a lot of fun. And
perfect.
they can win a bike.
Yeah,
Bikes
hello.
out there, right?
Oh,
Bikes.
cool.
And then there's Fiesta Days coming up. We all know about that. We love it. They added a
do.
5th day to the rodeo.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did add a
The-
5th day to the rodeo.
and they're
It's
having
bulls.
all bulls?
All bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Bulls
Saturday
for the
night.
rodeo. Yep. But not only that, we got spike ball tournament. We got a kickball tournament. We got a softball tournament. We got a pickleball tournament. Pickleball. Yeah, I'm
Stacey,
telling
are
you,
you doing
pickleball.
it?
Stacy's all about the pickleball. There's a lot of
The
stuff
fun
to
run,
do.
is that part of That's
Yeah,
included?
so the
Okay.
10K,
10K?
yep, the 10K is part of Fiesta Days, and that is huge. We get
Yeah.
a ton of people. The course is great. I drive it every year.
You drive it every year.
I do. You know what Dale says, Mark? You gotta lead these people up, or follow these people up, and you gotta lead them back down. But really, he wants me to run anybody off the trail who's in the way of these runners. So I get it. I get to drive up after we get all of our assignments, and then when the race starts, I drive down and I do shoot
And
a
that's
few
open
people
now.
off.
People can register.
Yeah, they need
for
to
that.
register now. It does get quite busy, and they need to get your
Is there a
names.
limit? Do you think
You know,
they've
Stacey,
ever?
I don't know. If
I have never heard that.
I haven't either. I think they'll take as many as they can get.
Okay.
It's pretty big. We have some good sponsors that do a lot of good things with that. It's really fun.
And that gives you something to work towards. You know, it gives
Yeah.
us 2 months to work towards getting in shape and moving our
Sure,
bodies.
that's
and-
fun for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, especially the
I'm not
training.
gonna do it. I'm
The
gonna
training
do
right
it.
now is
Other
really
people,
great,
good.
in this rainy weather.
Yeah.
What about latecomer youth sports, like summer sports? If they've not registered by now, is it too late? You're out.
Yeah, we've got baseball and softball.
They're kind of already
going.
started,
They've
right?
started. We're halfway through our season, but we do have some of our fall programs that they're taking registrations for. So
Oh, really? Already?
flag football, yeah.
Yeah, some of that stuff
Plan
starts
ahead.
pretty
Yeah, we
early,
got to
right?
plan ahead, but we're ready to go. I mean, we start doing stuff like that really in August.
Yeah,
Start
I'm always
putting
pretty
teams together.
impressed with Parks and Rec when the flyers start coming
Yeah,
in the backpacks.
really impressive.
Yeah, really on top of that.
Yeah.
It's mom that's kind
job.
of falls
Yep.
behind.
Yeah. Well, and another free thing, I think my favorite asset in Spanish Fork is the trail along the river.
Oh, I love
And I
it.
love seeing so many families down there. They're pushing their strollers or kids riding bikes and scooters and parents. And I don't know, that's a free thing to go do.
I do want to put one more plug in for when we're talking about parks and the trails. If you're a citizen out there, help us keep our parks clean. If you see trash, please pick it up. It helps us out a lot. And keep your dogs on your leashes, and please pick up their dog waste.
Oh, absolutely.
We'd really appreciate it.
Talk a little bit, now that you're talking about dogs, we have
A dog
2
park.
dog parks,
We
right?
do have, we have
Well,
yeah, technically we have a
one-
dog. We have
The one
one
off
big
Canyon
dog
Road
park.
by
Yeah,
the
there's a
electrical.
small one over there that people use, but then we have a big dog park over by the junior high.
Yeah, so I can
Centennial.
take the dogs
Notice.
there.
Yeah, and there's an area for big dogs and small dogs. So it's divided up, and they're working on getting some more stuff for the dogs. I know they're working on water and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
because at that smaller one day I drove by and they had a whole setup, like a
They do.
little
They have
obstacle
classes there.
and
They do.
stuff.
Cool.
It looked really neat.
Yeah, and the dog park's great. So, yeah, take your dogs to the dog park if they're friendly, and
Okay.
no dog fights, please.
Thank you,
friendly.
Mark. That was
Awesome.
that's a lot of fun.
Super
things.
informative. Thank
Yep.
you.
So,
Yeah.
yep, when the kids say, what is there to do?
Say, watch Studio Chatter. Get some ideas.
There you go.
Call the
Thanks
rec
so
office.
much. Coming up next on Studio Chatter, what about the library? What's going on there? That's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. How do you keep your kids involved in reading and learning over the summer? The City Library has that all covered. And with that information, welcome Haley Stevenson from the City Library to the program. Welcome, Haley.
Hello.
Thank you.
Haley, tell us what is your specific job at the library?
I'm the teen librarian, or youth services is what they also
Okay.
call that. So I work with age groups 12 to 18.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah.
So how does one get that position or land that
I got
age
lucky.
group?
I got super lucky. Well, I do have a bachelor's in history, so I did student teaching.
Awesome.
And so I do have a teaching license, and so I think that kind of helped me get that job. Normally, you do need a library science job, but I got super lucky. The city is amazing and loves me, so
Did you ever teach?
I did teach.
Okay.
Well, just the student teaching portion. I
Okay.
did in Payson, so
Okay.
yeah, it's great.
How neat.
Yeah.
But you're glad you got this.
I'm glad I got this. I still
Okay.
get to work with teenagers, which is
Yes.
what I love to do, but I don't have to go home and grade papers
Ooh,
and
that
do all
is
that
kind of
stuff.
fun
Yeah, I just get to do fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you have a love of reading?
I do. I love reading so much.
And the kids that are coming into the library have that love as well.
Yes, most of them do, and that's one of the main reasons we do summer reading is to try and entice them to come in. So we give them prizes to make them want to read.
Tell
And
us
then-
about
Yeah,
this
tell us
program.
about that.
Yeah, we're so excited. So this year is our first year online. It's read.spanishfork.org. all of our programs for the reading will be online. Anyone can sign up. And
So when you say all the programs, there's like children,
there
teens,
is.
and adults.
So we have one from
everyone.
0. So even the smallest baby can participate. Mom will just read to the baby. So 0 to 3, 4 to 11, 12 to 18, and then on.
Okay, so let's say I want to sign up. I can just hop online.
Hop online. What we do suggest is if you're a mom with several kids to create an adult account first, and then to add children from
Okay.
there. And then you don't have, a username or password for each child, for each account. You
Okay.
would just be able to monitor all
Okay.
of them in one.
And then you
So-
mentioned prizes. So if I
Yes.
finish a book,
Stacey's
Yes.
gonna win.
no, I can't win.
Me too, me too.
So then let's say,
yes.
how does that
So for
work?
an adult reading program, we have 2 prizes. So we have a few challenges, and once you complete your first challenge, which is just like read a book
Okay.
or watch a movie.
Watch a movie?
Oh, yeah,
You do
watch
that.
a movie. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do a documentary, or really you can do just about
Ooh, I
anything.
like
We just want to encourage you to
cooking
come in and
channel?
participate. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You get a prize, and then complete a second challenge, and you get another prize. And so we have some really fun participation prizes for adults. A lot of them are actually donated by our community, which
Yes,
is
I've been going around getting a lot
Yeah,
of donations,
yeah,
and people are
yeah.
so generous.
They are. They are. We're really lucky this year.
Yeah.
So
there's like
So not just
participation.
one person wins a prize.
no,
like-
which
Notice they're
also-
holding back the prizes. We're not what are the prizes.
We also so the participation prizes for the teens and adults are kind of smaller, but then we do weekly prize drawings, and that's where the big prizes come in. We have pickleball sets, spike ball sets, disc golf sets that don't just include the frisbees, but also a basket.
Oh my
And
goodness.
soccer pop-up games, all kinds of fun stuff.
And then
this year.
I just will throw out a couple that I picked up. I picked up 2 $25 gift cards from Fast Gas.
Yes.
To donate. My sister's closet donated a necklace
Oh,
and
they
earring
did.
set. Real
Really
Deals
pretty.
donated like a cute little wallet and a gift card.
I have those tucked away
I
in
know.
my special drawer right now.
Then there's a
waiting
lot of
to-
kids prizes.
Yes.
I picked up some gift cards to Wildflower Studio so they
Yes,
can go up and do ceramics.
I think we've got some for Crumble, the cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, donated like full
If that
boxes.
is an incentive to read,
Yeah.
then I don't know what is.
I just need a cookie.
Just Diet Coke and a cookie.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Prizes.
Well, you have a book in front of you.
Oh,
I'm
I do.
curious about this. Tell us
So
about
I
this.
just brought this to kind of show you. We are doing 2 teenage book clubs
Okay.
this summer. The first one will be Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. It is a space-themed book because that's our summer reading theme, is a universe of stories to commemorate the Apollo 50th landing.
Okay.
So Skyward, we'll be reading that. And one of the fun things is why I brought this book is the first 10 teens to register for our program online will receive the book for free. So we were able to get 10 hardback copies of the book, so we're super excited to give those away. Not only will we talk about the book, we'll do a fun craft and always food. We have to give out food. That's how we get
Wow,
teenagers
I want
to
to
come.
be in the book club.
I don't know.
Does Bo read?
He does read. He's kind of like a book nerd a little bit. He does love to read, probably more than his mother. So yeah, maybe so.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Borrow the kids and go to book club, right?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about your flyers you have here
Oh,
too.
excellent. So let me go ahead, pull out my pretty wands, my Harry Potter wands. We have started a Harry Potter club this summer for ages 12
My
to
daughter
18.
that's 27 would like to
No,
join
right?
us.
I had so much fun making these. It was so fun. It's all just
made those?
yes. These are actually chopsticks.
You made those
my
wands?
goodness.
Yes, and hot glue. So that's all it takes. Wow.
Oh
And
my.
so I would suggest popping onto the Facebook page as fast as possible because we only have 50 slots, and as of about an hour ago, there was 41 taken. So as fast as you could get into that one.
Okay.
But if they don't get into that one, we do have several other Harry Potter activities throughout
Okay.
the summer. Not all of them require registration. Just this one because it was a craft. So
Okay.
we'll be doing a lot of other
That
fun
is
Harry
so
Potter
great.
stuff.
That's
It's
really
great.
cute.
Yeah, we'll do that every Thursday through June, 2:30 to 3:30. In July, we only have 2 activities because there's so many holidays. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Wow.
so I'm going to talk mostly about my fun activities.
This is fun, yeah.
I
No,
love the
that's
teen
great.
And you're the one that came.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, if they want their
So-
activities shared, they need to come
They
on
need to come,
Studio
right?
Chatter.
We are also doing our 4th annual Cupcake Wars. That always brings in a whole bunch of teens. We have 10 dozen cupcakes coming and 10 pounds of frosting. And everything that you could imagine to decorate
So do they
them
break
with.
up in teams?
They
or
can break
do-
up in
okay.
teams, and the theme is books. So they have to decorate their cupcakes from their favorite book. And they are so creative. It is amazing what they they can come up with, and that will be June 6th. And it's I have so many programs, I can't remember my time. So June 6th, 7 to 8:30. So that's 12 to 18. We do like to do those age groups. A lot of parents wonder why we have the age restrictions. For the teens, it's because sometimes there are 10 and 11-year-olds that are more mature, but they're going to be with 18-year-olds, and they have to figure out if they feel comfortable with their younger children, with the older kids.
Okay.
And we also don't like parents to come. I know that's a little weird, but we like them to come and get into work with their peers outside of their family
makes
groups.
sense.
So that's just one of
Without
the things we
some
do.
hovering.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I love parents that are involved, but it's just kind of fun for teenagers to be with
You
their
are
peers.
not letting that frosting into the library, right?
Yes, into our program.
And not near the. No, oh my word, you are.
Yes,
Oh my word.
we'll cover it really well.
So libraries are not just about
No,
books
I was
anymore.
gonna
It's
say, this
about
is like,
events and activities and
connecting
bringing
them,
people
Yes,
but
exactly.
yeah.
It's a safe place. What we like to bring them in, so they're not just out in the streets or whatever. They can come in. There's food, because there are a lot of teenagers that maybe don't get as much food, and so we do provide food and a safe place for them to hang out. So
That is
and
so
an open
nice.
ear. I always like to talk to them, and they put me on their applications, for jobs, and so it's really fun. I love
That
working
is
with them.
fantastic.
A lot of moms are home with their littles
Yes,
this
yes.
summer.
We have a lot.
And I have
of
grandkids now, so
Yes.
tell us.
Okay, they have so many amazing programs. I have to have my little list because there's too
there's so
many of
many.
them
Yeah.
to
Okay.
even talk about. So we have Mother Goose Time, which is Mondays at 11, and that's for toddlers. That's for the littlest.
Okay.
ones.
We participated for years. This is great.
So fun.
I'm writing that
And
down.
then a new one for the summer is Out of This World Story Craft Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11. That's for ages 4 to 7. And super fun. Stories, crafts, and other activities they'll put in there. Bouncing Babies, they do that one from 11:10 to 11:25. It's just a little time that they have to focus on the babies while the older kids are, doing their thing, and mom can still have something to entertain the younger
Okay.
kids with. Music and Movement, Tuesdays at 1, Fridays at 11. That's for all ages. That's just singing, dancing, a lot of fun.
And these are all free.
Yeah, all free.
I love this.
I know. They just did a new one, which is wasn't on this one because it was a last minute addition, but they're really excited. Healthy nutrition classes for kids. And I think that one's really important because not only do we promote literacy, but we want healthy and active. And literacy is a big part of being healthy.
Right.
So that is every Wednesday, starting June 5th to July 31st. And we have separate classes, it looks like, ages 4 to 7, ages 8 to 11, different times. And all of this stuff will be on Facebook. So
I was
definitely
just going to
make
say,
sure.
Haley, your
Yeah.
guys'
Online, yeah.
Facebook
Is it
posts
awesome?
are like, you're pretty much daily getting
Yes,
something
yeah.
out there. I
We-
was
we
just
try
on
and
it
do
last
every day.
night
Yep.
telling my husband, hey, the library has something about hearing loss. Do you want me to sign you up?
We do have one on
go
hearing
down.
loss.
Darn it.
And then I'm on the library board, and our director Pam said there's a crocheting class.
Yes, we do that
Really?
once a month.
Yeah, there's like some
that's really
good
fun.
things.
Some
So-
cute things.
Yeah, we
I
also
love
have
it.
a couples class, so a 4-course couples class on how to communicate and how to solve differences and stuff like that. That's actually taught by a certified student. I can't remember what they're certified in, but yeah. We're
So if
excited
people
about
want to learn more, would you suggest going to your Facebook page or the
definitely.
website?
Our website isn't. We don't update that one quite as
'Cause it's
often.
connected to the city, so
but Facebook would probably be the fastest option. I mean,
Okay.
everything does pop up on there on our calendar, but Facebook's definitely
Okay.
faster.
All right.
Well, Facebook it is. Thank you so much, Haley.
Yeah, thank you.
Coming up next, does Dad really want a new tie for Father's Day? We'll talk about some different ideas. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Surely there are things you could do to make Father's Day more meaningful for the fathers in your life. Let's work on some ideas.
Excellent, guys. Let's work on some ideas.
I think fathers are hard.
They are.
Because they're very
They're kind of picky. Specific. They're picky. And they're like my husband. Okay, you guys is bad. I don't even know why I'm admitting this. For Christmas, he's like, I don't want anything. And I'm like, yeah, either do I. And then, I kind of bought myself some things. And then with him last minute, I was like, oh, I'll just order him some shirts from Old Navy. Okay. So I just ordered him a few things. So Christmas morning he starts opening up. Oh, oh, an Old Navy shirt. And then Bo's opening up a North Face shirt or something, my son. And then Rob, oh, an Old Navy shirt. I was like, okay, that was not good. I said, you didn't want anything. He goes, yeah, but not Old Navy. So it's been kind of a joke, but they're tricky. They pretend like they don't care, but
I
they
have
do.
a good story to go with that. One year for Father's Day, because my husband's a hunter, like yours.
Yes.
And I was into scrapbooking, so I bought an empty scrapbook for him to scrapbook. Because
And he's like, no, thank you. Oh, see, Rhett loves it. He
could tell.
loves
He would do
scrapbooking.
it?
He is our scrapbooker. Every time
No,
we go on a
really?
vacation, he goes, loads his pictures up, goes down to Costco, prints them off, and he doesn't like,
For real?
cutesy, but just puts them in an album. He loves old school.
Really?
So I could
Chris
probably
was
get him
not
an
so
album.
happy. So what not to give? Old Navy T-shirts
Never.
or scrapbooks?
Never.
Ew, and really, okay. So what about the ties? Like,
I think they have enough.
Well, I was going to say if they
Yeah.
need a tie, but I know a lot
Yes.
of men, like my son-in-law says he's kind of picky, or if they've been on a mission, they already have 20. Or
Yeah. And like I've done socks for a combo gift for like brother-in-laws. But you guys, it's hard.
so moving away from gifts altogether.
I say we do an activity.
Yeah.
Something.
So, well, okay. So gifts for just a second, because I think there's like new age gifts per se that you can give. So I think like Traegers are always like, depending on what you can or can't spend. Like I think there's a lot of guys that probably like to grill, or even things that maybe go with the grills.
With the grill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
supply of meat. I don't know.
even a fun apron would be fun.
Or maybe you do
Some good marinades or something if they're into that.
Yeah, or even what is it that you love? The Save the Day seasonings or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe gather the grandkids
Hey,
together
I
and
am
make
doing
Grandpa
that.
a
A
favorite
shirt.
grilling shirt. I don't know.
Speaking of grilling, do you guys ever get your meat at Circle V Meat?
Yes.
In Spanish Fork?
No, I have not.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
I need to. I've
their
heard a lot
steak.
about it.
Chris loves
Yeah.
when we have some good steak in the
Yes,
freezer.
so my
We're
dad
actually
swears
giving Rhett
by-
a barbecue for his birthday / Father's Day.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah. And my son-in-law just put it together. So this is good ideas.
So some
Yeah,
soup.
Sometimes
so,
some meat
so I
to go with.
like I joke but not joke. Like I really do think that's the gift that keeps on giving, because then you're like, hey, and you're in charge of cooking.
Yes.
So here's the chicken, here's the steak, here's the whatever, and they can totally grill
Right.
it, and it's
Well,
fantastic.
and maybe by Father's Day it'll be sunny,
So we can go outside and use
and we
it.
could go up the mountains. I love to be outdoors. I know my husband does. So to take the family out in the mountains and be by a river and have a
Yeah, they do.
family
love
dinner
activity.
or something outside.
But the activities are always fun, and we even had talked about this at one point too. Instead of, giving gifts, it's more about creating memories. So even giving the gift cards where you can go to create the memory, whether it's if you have little ones, maybe it's a trip to the zoo, or maybe it's a Disney trip, or maybe it is just something very local, or it's a fishing trip. Just a day with dad, or a day with grandpa, or whatever it
Maybe
might
even
be,
an adventure they've always wanted to do.
or a backyard camp out.
Yeah, oh,
I
that
know.
would be a fun
yeah,
idea.
that would be a fun.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because for my mom for Mother's Day, we always buy her flowers and we go to her home and plant them and spend the day together. And I was thinking at that time, because my dad came home at the end and he was just so happy, and I thought, what could we do with Dad that would be the same sort of deal? Because her favorite thing, she goes, that was better than Disneyland, to have all my girls, the grandkids, all around just working in the yard together.
Right.
So I think with Dad we could do kind of the same thing. Yeah,
That's true.
creating the memories with them.
I know I asked Chris about going skydiving, because I thought, ooh, that might be a good gift. Nope, he didn't want to do that. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But if you know someone that wanted to go skydiving, especially like adult children going in on some of those more
Bigger.
expensive gifts, or I know some men that love to go to Broadway shows, that would be a really fun gift. Or the Hell Center Theater offers.
gifts,
Yeah.
or even bike riding. Or I know that we were even talking this year too. I mean, some of the big parks, or even in our backyard, we've not been to some of Arches or Zion, or I don't know. I think you just have to be creative.
You do, because I think with women you can do jewelry, perfume. We all love like, clothes,
Knickknacks,
knickknacks.
homewares, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just, there's
it
a lot
seems
more
easy.
options, I feel like.
Pickleball paddles.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Usually the set, we've priced them, and Chris just bought some for like $50. You can get, some pickleballs and the paddles. So That
then
would be
have
fun.
a family activity. We've been doing
Yeah.
cornhole a lot at our house too.
Oh, really?
So I've kind of thought about that. We've had so much fun with that. So that could be a fun
Oh,
one
I
too.
like that
We
idea.
just got a croquet set too, so we're going to
it's
try
cool. I
and
love it.
try and revive that. But in years past, we have always been at Miss Utah Week. So Father's Day Sunday has always been on the Sunday, the day after finals.
okay.
So we have just planned brunch the day after. Because
then that's fun.
we've been there, or before that was always at Sundance brunch. So we've kind of just made our biggie like a brunch. So
Okay,
I don't
that's
know,
fun.
just because it's been easy too. So that's been an easy out.
Right.
Yeah.
But maybe.
And we're usually in Lake Powell.
Oh,
So we celebrate down there with one side of the family. But yeah, usually a barbecue, it seems like.
Kind of traditional.
Yep, it is.
Well, you're the guru for wrapping and gift giving
I
and
know, guys, and I'm at a loss. And my husband's usually like bear hunting this time of year too, because his birthday is this time of year. So I usually give him stuff towards that or help towards a trip. So that's kind of where my focus has always been.
well, reading. You know, I always go back to that, but there's so many great books out there. And even like if they don't want to read to listen to, you could do like a Audible like subscription. So
That's great too, because at work, just being able to pop that in and listen for him, I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
I know that my daughter, she cuts hair, and a few years back we went down and spent some time with my grandpa, and she was able to cut his hair, and it was one of his most favorite memories before he passed away. And we just spent an hour. We took down some lunch to him, and she cut his hair just there at
Yeah.
his house, and. So just finding a need sometimes.
Yeah.
What does that person need?
that's a good
And-
idea.
And of course, it escapes me now, but the
Fellas Chop
yeah,
Shop?
the fellas,
I
yes,
thought of
right
that.
now, yes,
And that would be fun, a gift card to
yes.
that. And go get
And they have
pampered
like
in their
beard
beards.
oils
Yes.
and brushes and different
Yep.
things there.
That would be a
See,
really fun idea.
Look at us bringing it
Yeah,
together.
we just brainstormed all of that.
Yeah, we did.
That's some fun things.
And I think it's so cute too, especially if you do have the littles to put things together, the little homemade, the little gift certificates, good for one free back rub or for one
Yeah.
breakfast in bed, or
Taking the garbage out.
taking the
for 'em,
garbage out, yeah.
Doing some of their chores. That
Yes,
they
yeah,
hate.
love those.
I think that's cute.
So cute with their little handwritten cards are adorable.
Well, hopefully we sparked some ideas out there for
Yep.
people.
Hopefully.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's definitely more studio chatter coming up. Welcome back. We made it. What did we learn?
Well, all things city today.
Yes, it
That
was.
was fun.
Yeah, it
So
was a lot of fun.
roundabout through our city and what to do.
Oh, my word.
Speaking of a roundabout, there's a new roundabout going in.
What?
I should warn you.
Because
Oh,
we
no,
only
where?
have one, right?
Yes,
Up by
it's
the neighborhood
on
Walmart.
4th North
Okay.
Okay.
and is at 9th East by the church after you go past Vasa, heading.
Oh, yes. Oh, that needs it. That
So
is
it's
so
going to
clogged
be
up.
closed for about
Okay.
a month and a half.
Okay.
Oh.
And then tell me really quick, council person, up by Tesoro, are they widening that road?
Yes.
Okay, so it's happening.
Yep, that won't start till next spring, I don't
Okay,
think.
and then also they tore down the laundromat.
Oh,
What's
guess
going on
what's
there?
coming? So back in
Target?
the 80s,
Just kidding.
back in the 80s, there was a 7-Eleven. It's coming back.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, we need one there. That is so great.
So 7-Eleven's coming back.
And it's
where's
really
the-
7-Eleven.
Yes.
Oh, thank heaven.
Yes. Okay, so where's the laundromat going? Or is it just...
I don't know.
Okay.
We don't-
The one that has really hot water?
Yeah.
the one on Main Street.
We have really hot water by Glades.
Right.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, well,
So
that's
anyway,
neat stuff.
back when you said it went a roundabout,
Roundabout.
I'm like, oh, there's a roundabout coming.
That's exciting.
So we
That's
did learn a
city.
lot of things to do.
We
So
did.
we should not be bored this summer.
No, and
There's-
the library has fantastic
Yes.
stuff, not just books.
and incentives.
Yes, and incentives for us
free.
to read. Prizes to win, guys.
Prizes to win, no fees.
She just seemed totally awesome. She had a lot of good
Yeah.
information
Right.
about
The
the library.
teenagers are lucky to have these programs.
Very lucky.
Are we allowed to eat these now?
I think so.
Maybe
Okay.
so.
I think that's why they brought them out.
Okay.
So
So one of our jobs is to also try the new flavor of the month, Oreo. And it looks like the flavor of the month is none other than salted caramel Oreos. So
It's a very adult.
yeah, I mean it's a hard job to have to have to try.
Okay,
the
I'm
salted
super
caramel.
excited about Morgan though.
Oh my
That's super
gosh, isn't she
exciting. Yeah,
amazing?
she's gonna be awesome.
She is going to be so
Yeah.
amazing.
she's worked really hard. And her attitude, if we all could have an attitude like
And
I don't
her,
have that much energy. That's what I was going to say. It just exudes from her.
I'm
Don't
not
you
sure
think?
she ever sleeps. Yeah, she is a rock star.
how
and
are
she's
they? Do
going
I want to get one? Ew, they stink.
Don't say that.
They're like they're like
I like it better than the plain vanilla kind.
they're like animal cookies.
It is.
Animal crackers? Animals,
Yes.
yeah.
It is. It's like an animal cracker with a little bit more.
Are they worth the calories?
No, we should be on the trail. But they're
They're
okay.
thin. They're not double stuffed.
No, yeah, they're thin. So whatever.
4 cookies for only 150 calories, gals. So that may be worth the calories.
No.
Okay, no.
Maybe just one.
Yeah, maybe just one.
I think that's the only time we've ever kind of been
At the end of the show,
Hey, I like
about that
it.
cookie.
Oh,
Okay, well then they're
You do like it?
So yeah, all really good things, and Parks and Rec. Definitely, the pool is always a
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Really good
and
things
hopefully
going on
people
there.
are getting out and seeing the new pickleball courts. I don't think we really talked about where they're located, but they're on Volunteer Drive by Riverview Elementary, and 2 new ball fields went in right there. So it's on the very is that the southwest side?
I need to go try it. My son-in-law, all of a sudden one night, it was like maybe 8:39. He's like, so I'll be right back in about an hour. Where are you going? And he's like, pickleball. And he was meeting some friends down there. So he's loving it.
good.
He's like, we've all got to get paddles. And so, yeah, that's my goal.
The lights
this
go
summer.
off at 10 for
Okay.
pickleball.
Okay.
So,
Okay, good to know.
and I know during the day they've kind of been empty during the school, but I bet in the summertime it's going to be.
Well, I think right
Yeah.
now during this lull between spring and summer, or whatever you want to call this weird season,
Yes.
now's the time to maybe take advantage. But we also have a really quick book review to wrap up in our limited amount of
Oh,
time.
yes, we do.
So, and I don't know.
I don't know about the book.
So you didn't read it in your other book club,
Radium Girls?
Radium Girls.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not in it. She's
Oh, okay. I thought that maybe you were in it together.
Yeah.
But you're certainly invited to read it. It's a very good book. So we read Radium Girls. What did you think about it?
well, I'm not done yet,
You're
but
not
it's
complete.
maddening. Have you finished?
Not completely.
Okay. Yep, super maddening. So
It's really crazy to think that has gone on in our history. That it was allowed to test on these girls.
Give me a base. What the story's about.
they're radium. They paint watch
Yes.
Radium
faces.
dials.
Yes.
Radium dials back in the 20s and 30s.
Okay.
So they dip it and then paint, but then they need to make the brush pointy, so they lick it to dip again. So these girls are full of radium, that their bones are disintegrating within their body. Their jaws are falling apart.
to get that fine
Like
point.
literally, and their bone falls out of their mouth. And it took decades.
to figure it out.
And you're not done either yet.
I'm super close.
Okay, so
but
is that how we started like getting the FDA approval, or
Really, it started with that.
well, because they didn't really want to do anything about it, and then when they started getting some whistleblowers into these big corporations, I guess, to start making them call them on it and say
Yeah.
that it's wrong and you
Right.
can't do this, and there's people dying from this.
oh, so many deaths, and they're young, beautiful teenage girls, early 20s,
Oh my goodness.
newlyweds that their
And had
husbands
no
are
idea that it
carrying-
was in there, and they were
Their
just.
hips start locking up, so they can no longer walk. Growth. I mean, that's why when I said it's maddening,
It's because of that.
and that the corporations are just like,
Well, then don't.
But I did take
my
a sneak
goodness.
peek online to put some names or faces to the names of the actual women that it talks about in history. So that in and of itself, it's worth the
pretty
read.
neat.
Just to,
oh,
just
it's
to-
so
It
worth it.
sounds like it.
My mom read it, and after she read it, she's like, she gave me a stack of books. Radium Girls is your next book to read.
Really?
It is so incredible.
Okay.
But it's
hard,
maddening.
too.
It's a
Yeah.
hard read. It's
little difficult, but definitely worth the
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
And we'll have
Sold me.
something new and picked for next time.
Okay, awesome.
That's a wrap.
Okay, thanks, Angie, again
You're
for coming
welcome.
and
Yes.
joining us.
Anytime, guys. Love ya.
Thank you. Thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the chatter. Tell a friend about us.